Like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Opinion: it will take time to rebuild trust in the Supreme Court after the leak probe last May. To the astonishment of many, Politico released an authentic draft of the normally opaque Supreme Court's majority opinion on the overthrow of Roe v. Wade, sparking political uproar, and an inquest by Chief Justice John G. Roberts Jr. on Thursday promised to astonishment of virtually no one. The court acknowledged in a statement that it has not yet identified who committed a serious assault on the judicial process. Leak investigations are notoriously inconclusive. In this case, Supreme Court Marshal Gail Curley operated with limited resources and without subpoenas, search warrants or polygraphs. According to a 20-page report that accompanied the court's statement, Ms. Curley's team cleaned up the court's computer systems and paper flow and interviewed nearly 100 staff. In response to media requests for clarification, it clarifies that the leak is unlikely to be due to a hack of computer systems. It generally states that it has found nothing to substantiate the various theories, including those that suggested a strategic motive for the leak, whether from the chambers of a conservative judiciary to enlist the support of other right-wing, unequivocally anti-Roe language of the draft or that of a liberal, to mobilize outside pressure against such a ruling. The report ignored speculation, mainly on social media, concerning certain legal workers. This was an unusual level of transparency for the institution. Despite this, the report concludes that at this time investigators were unable to determine the identity of the individual who disclosed the draft majority opinion, without the evidence gathered by investigators and possible indications that describe in detail how the breach occurred. Second, leaks help the free press fulfill its duty to inform the public, a duty Politico duly discharges. Yet we agree with the court that the judiciary, in comparison to Congress and the executive branch, is uniquely dependent on its actual and perceived legitimacy from private internal deliberations, isolated from public pressures, spurred by leaks like this one. As we wrote when the disclosure took place, the court operates with trust between judges and staff, and whatever the purpose or ideological leanings of the leak, the act represents a dire breakdown in norms, and is another dramatic one. Sign of the court's political deviation. The Curley report described existing court secrecy rules and alluded to new ones. The most important lesson of this episode, however, is that rules are ultimately no substitute for trust, and that it will take a long time to rebuild trust between judges.